She's not locked up. That is not a good color for fuel. You see all this mud? So apparently this was swamped.
Ugh, yuck. Oh yeah, I see mouse poop.
Alright guys, the past several videos has been nothing but me working on customers' machines in the shop. As you can see, I still have plenty I'm doing. However, I think it's about high time we focus on a couple projects of my own in a fun little series I'm going to dub the $150 Project Shootout. So here's what we got. As you see here, I've got two completely different vehicles. On my left is an 80-some Suzuki 185. On my right is an 80-something Yamaha Enticer 340 snowmobile. And the kicker is, I picked both of these up for only 150 bucks. Hence the $150 shootout. So what we're going to do for this series is see which one of these we can get running for less. So like I said, this is an 80-something. I'm not exactly sure of the year. It's at least an 84 or 85 because that's when they changed the design of the hood to this design here. So I know it's at least right around in that area. And of course, these Enticers made popular by Larry Enticer on YouTube. You guys may have heard of him. You know, the I'm just gonna send it guy.
You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Are powered by a 340-ish cc two-stroke engine. Now this guy isn't currently running, which is the same as the Suzuki. It's not running either. However, this has a couple good things going for it. One, I haven't confirmed this, we will confirm this, but supposedly the guy I got it off of says it has spark. So, that's a plus. Number two, she's not locked up. And it actually sounds pretty healthy to spin it by hand. Now, he did say he did a compression test and it was only reading around 90 pounds, which is low for these. These should have around 120 to 130, 140. But this has been setting for many years and the cylinders are dry, so that could play a big part into it. I may put a little two-stroke oil down in the cylinders, do a compression test and see if that's... who am I kidding? We're just going to get the carb fixed up and we're going to see if it's fired. So you need to do a compression test. But speaking of carb, that is the biggest issue with this. If you come on in here and look how corroded this carburetor is, it's been sitting open for I don't know how many years, and the throttle body doesn't even attempt. Oh, I have been spraying WD in it the past several days, and I am getting it worked free, but I mean, this carb is completely, this throttle, there's, ooh, I'm getting a little bit now, so I'm getting it freed up, which is a plus. But yeah, this carb's gonna need some work. So that's the major issue with this, is the carburetor. Now we're gonna focus on this one first because this is January. We have had no snow this winter, hardly any snow. So I'm hoping if we focus on this one first, by the time we get it running, there'll at least be a little bit of snow we can rip on. I don't know if we will or not, but we'll see. But as you see, I've already taken the liberty. I've bought a couple things for this, just a carb rebuild kit. It's missing the ignition switch, so I got that. And this is the current choke, which you won't be able to leave on. So I just did pick up a new choke handle, so we have a working choke. And that's it. So I've already spent a few bucks on this guy, but again, I want to get this going first to see if it goes. Everything else on this actually seems pretty decent. The tub isn't all rotted. And let me get in here. The track is completely shot. I mean, it's dry rotted and it's in pretty bad shape. It would work for a quick little test run, but there's not much left of it. And he did have his son back into the ski, and it's all bent up. Whether we replace it or not is probably going to depend on what my plans are, whether we're going to keep this as a runner or possibly pull the motor and do something else with it. But these skis for this are actually still readily available, and they're like 70 bucks, which isn't bad for a whole ski. But CVT seems to be in decent shape. It even comes with a spare belt. Okay, I gotta take that. With this. It's got a little oxidization here from it setting, of course. It's gonna need to be cleaned up a bit. But it spins, everything's still connected there. As you can see, it moves.
Sliding.
So there's hope for this old girl, I'm thinking, with just a little cleaning. So that's the Enticer. Of course, the fuel system and stuff, it isn't even hooked up at all. It looks like a newer fuel pump on it, so somebody's messed with this. It is oil injected. This is my oil tank right there. Whether that works or not, I don't know. It doesn't matter because we can always just run premix if this doesn't work. This, I think, is what they had tied into the ignition switch for on and off. But unfortunately, there is still some fuel in here you won't be able to see. And it smells like it's been in there for a while. You can maybe see some shine in there. So that's probably definitely going to need drained and cleaned out. But luckily it is a, oh yeah, yeah, that is not a good color for fuel. But luckily it's a plastic tank. Where's that metal underneath? No, it's plastic. It's a plastic tank. So that's good. I won't have to worry about rust. So we should be able to clean that up pretty well. But yep, that is the Enticer, vehicle number 1. So vehicle number 2, again, it's a 80-something Suzuki LT 185, a smaller four-wheeler, very similar power output and profile to Zippy. But again, this is not running. Now, here's the story that I got behind this. If I pull the seat off here, you're going to see why this guy isn't running. You see all this mud? So apparently this was swamped, and it got water in the air blocks, and it sucked it in and killed it. Now, the kicker of it is the pull cord's broke. So I haven't even been able to see if this motor is seized. I have no idea if this is completely seized up, if the motor spins. I don't know. This does have almost a full tank of gas. I have no idea if there's water in it. And it actually looks pretty decent, I think. Get my finger in there. But it smells like gas. Yeah, it smells like some okay gas. But I'm probably still going to drain it and not risk running it in there. But yeah, I have no idea if this, it seems to be stuck in gear too. But I guess if it's stuck in gear, the wheels will still spin. So apparently the motor's not all seized up, or it'd be completely locked up, wheels and all. And to look at the oil here, I don't think it looked too bad. But, oh, this doesn't have a dipstick. That's just the oil film. Okay.
You have to use your glasses.
Guys, use your X-ray vision setting on your tablets or phones or whatever you're watching this video on, so you can see, check the oil. I guess there isn't a dipstick on this guy. I was thinking there was. And I tell you what here, to make this video a little more interesting, since I don't know a whole lot about this one, at least not as much as I do that one to explain to you, let's pop the air box off and see what the air filter and stuff looks like. Because you can see this thing was in mud clear up to here.
What's this?
That's just a sticker, probably explaining something. Caution! No. Miss and guard, something about a guard or something or other. It's probably something for
That's
a
French.
that.
Missing gold.
Tire warning, sticker so on. Overall, I mean, the shape of these plastics and stuff, it's in great shape. These plastics look like they're brand new.
Well, there's
A little crack here and there, but I mean, compared to the plastics that was on Zippy, I mean, this thing's newish. Apparently, there's probably fender flares you can get for this thing will probably end up getting picked up. Putting on that. Because our plan for this guy, since my daughter is older now and my boy's pretty much driving her little mongoose, and we're going to fix this up for her. She's 10, needs a little bit bigger four-wheeler, so she's going to get this guy when she can wrestle it away from my wife. Because my wife, she likes Zippy and the size is perfect for her, so this, I mean, she likes, I mean, the Big Bear's a good size for her, but she doesn't like shifting. It's hard to shift for your sprained ankle.
That's
injury
my bad
from the past.
ankle.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my bad ankle.
Now let's see if this will come off. Yeah. Oh, it came right out. It's not too rusted. The mud provided a protective barrier. This will tell how much water was sucked into the motor. Maybe it just clogged up the filter and choked it, and then they never thought to worry about it. Can I be that hopeful?
Ooh.
Well, I guess there's not much
Wow.
of an air filter left. I mean,
Looks like a nest.
I'd say the critters have been in there.
Ugh. Yuck. Oh yeah, I see mouse poop.
Oh, there's all kinds of fun, nasty stuff in there. Mm-hmm. Can be expected, I guess. Well, I guess we're not going to look in there right now during this
Well,
video,
look at
but I mean,
it's dark on this side, and then
so I
nice
mean,
and clear.
you can see what was splashed in the lid. It may have not sucked in as much water as they thought. I'm guessing probably because they were missing the pull cord here. It has that little rubber piece that sits down over to seal this to keep from water getting in. They probably got more water inside this than they did anything, I'm betting. And guys, if you have any experience with this, I'm guessing this is for reverse, but I have no idea. I don't know much about these Suzuki 185s. I'm guessing this has to be for reverse, so let me know in the comments if that's what this is for. It's not listed, but I'm 98% sure this is probably for reverse. I don't think this thing had like a high gear or low gear. So.
That's actually the ejecto seat.
Oh, is that for the nitro booster?
Maybe.
No, the hover conversion.
Oh,
Put that
there
in
you
go.
go.
In the hover mode.
Or takes you to the future.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
So yep, that's a little Suzuki. Guys, make sure to let me know in the comments which you think we're gonna get running for cheaper. Since my wife's being my camera girl, what are your predictions? Yamaha or Suzuki? Which is going to run for cheaper?
I have to have some stipulations. You're just saying to get it started.
To get it started and moving on its own power.
Okay, and it doesn't matter if it's limping or because we've got look at the tire on this.
No, we're not worrying about tires and anything about,
Okay.
If we can get it started, I don't care how much it smokes. Let's say this, if we can get it started and sounding reasonably healthy engine-wise, meaning there's no loud knocks or bangs or sounding like the motor's going to grenade,
Okay.
then that'll be the winner, whichever we can do that cheaper.
I'm going to say the snowmobile.
My money is on the Enticer too, just simply because I know more of the history of this, and it hasn't sucked in water, and I can at least pull it and know that the engine's free. This guy, we have no
It's
clue.
a mystery.
We
Yes.
have no clue. And it does make me kind of nervous that it doesn't seem to want to... I guess it is in neutral there. But it won't...
So why did we drive it here and not neutral?
No, we didn't. It was in neutral because there it's in gear.
Okay.
So and there's neutral. So, I don't know. She may be locked up. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what your vote is for. The Suzuki 185 or the 340 Enticer. Both my wife and I's money is on the Enticer. But who knows? We may get this thing trying to fire and find a big crack in the engine block or something. But anyway, next several videos we'll start tearing into these guys again. We're going to start here on the snowmobile while it's winter, and we may still have a chance of getting some snow eventually. We still have March and February yet. That was weird to say. We still have February and March yet. I'm dyslexic saying the months backwards today. Hopefully we'll get some snow. Hopefully we'll get this thing running. Once we do that, we'll move on this guy and compare how much it took to get him running.
Let the race begin.
So, thanks for watching. I hope you're excited for this little project showdown. And I think it'll be a fun little series to do. So, next video, guys, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.